Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Another week down in the books, and today we are going to talk about the Monday Market Coin Report for the week ending September 8th of 2019. So I want to thank you guys for joining in. Hope everyone's doing fantastic this weekend and that you guys had a nice, relaxful time as we kind of close out the summer and we get into the busy time of the year in which collectors are starting to come back. And, well, maybe they're setting a new precedence in the market. And we're going to talk about a number of coins. The big theme for this particular Monday market report simply is, are Lincoln cents and Jefferson nickels still heating it up in the secondary market like it always has been? What are some coins to really focus on if you're into the grading part of collecting or investing for that matter? And which coins should you avoid entirely because these coins are just simply trending down? Well, we're going to talk about a few of those. We have a couple coins that are commensurate with the actual topic at hand. So I think, we're going to get started here momentarily. But as always, if this is your first time joining me on one of these market reports, I want to thank you guys for joining. Feel free to like, share, subscribe. It's always great to have a new fan that's part of the BlueRidgeSilverhound family. And most importantly, hit the bell for instant notification. So if you enjoy what you see, you want to see more of it, you want to get the inside track to all of the newest uploads as they're happening, make sure you hit that bell. And make sure you set your settings on public, so that way you can get them right away. All right, so let's go ahead and jump right into it with the first coin that I feel like kind of is a measuring stick for the hyper modern part of Lincoln cent grading and collecting and investing, and that's this 1992 Lincoln cent. All the coins that I'm going to talk about today all ended on great collections. There wasn't anything noteworthy to discuss from eBay or any other coin retail site. Of course, Heritage Auctions has their Long Beach sale happening this week, so we're going to get tons of coverage of that next week on the next Monday Market Coin Report. But this week, all great collections activity. The first in which is this 1992 Lincoln cent. This one is a top graded PCGS Mint State 68 red. This one sold for $928.12. Now, kind of going back to, the history of this coin and its sales data, this particular coin right here in its 69 was for the longest time a low pop coin, okay, reaching back about 10 years. At that time, there was an example that sold, I believe, on Stack's Bowers for about $2,800 for the same grade, same appearance, same look. It was a really pricey coin. This particular coin, however, $928, you see how far we've fallen in those times. Call it saturation of the market, or maybe some people getting out of the registry game for some of these big time kind of like newer, more hyper modern as well, you call it, as something like 1990 and newer, of coins. Now, it's a pop 15, and what that means is there are 15 coins that are graded numerically the same. While it doesn't seem like a whole lot, for people that kind of dabble in this ultra high grade arena of grading, this is actually, a big number, okay? Something under 10 would be more elite in that regards, and those coins typically command a bigger dollar amount. So the next coin that I wanted to talk about this evening is the 1957D. So we've gone from 1992, and we've gone all the way back like 35 years to the next coin on the list, and it's a PCGS Mint State 67 Plus full red. It is also CAC certified, and this is a top pop coin. This one sold for $4,309.88. Of course, when we're talking about coins from the 50s and early 60s, I can't stress enough how important to condition grade sensitivity is to this particular period in time, in which some of these coins were highly neglected in terms of the quality control processes at the mint, which is why it's really difficult, especially for some of those Philadelphia minted examples, to fetch a grade of 66 or higher. It's just really tough in the marketplace, and as you can see, it's reflective in this sale of this 57D. The next coin that we have here, of course, I don't really talk about the 1955 double die obverse. Of course, this is the king of kings when it comes to varieties, but this one right here is worth mentioning, okay? It's a PCGS graded Mint State 66 brown. Now, it is what they call a toned coin, okay? Copper can tone to a nice, beautiful color. In this case, we have a really nice kind of like midnight blue that's represented on both sides of this coin. Aside from the doubling, it's a really attractive piece. Now, what you guys may not know is that typically when early copper, like this particular coin here, tones, when it's graded, it automatically grades either brown or red brown. Okay, you can't find these in full red. The toning really sets kind of like the overall expectation of what the overall grade's going to be. Now, it sold for $20,812.50. It's not a full red coin. If it was, without the toning, it would probably sell for less money at the same grade level. But because of the beautiful toning, which you don't see on the 1955 double die obverse that often, this one is a really nice, well-represented example of a rarity of sorts for this particular variety. So the next coin I wanted to talk about here is going to be a 1954D Lincoln Wheat Cent. Okay, this one also a really nice high grade, but you'll see how far it's fallen over the years. This one is a PCGS Mint State 67 Plus full red. It is also CAC certified. And this one sold, ladies and gentlemen, for $984.38. Now, this is a coin that at one point was selling really healthily between $2,000 to $4,000, okay, depending on the period of time. These, about 10 years ago, were selling toward that higher level of money. But because of the saturation in the marketplace, these coins have come down quite a bit. Now, when we're talking about a few of these particular dates in which some of the higher grades are more readily available, this is where you got to really caution yourself in whether or not to distinguish it as just a registry set example or one in which is a investment piece. Okay, this one in hindsight is not a very good investment piece. There's just going to be more coins that are going to come out at this grade level, and you really have to be cautious in where you park your money in these type of coins. All right, so this 54D Denver minted coins, well known for its quality. Be careful with this date or any other Denver date in the 50s and 60s. So the next one I wanted to talk about this evening, we're going to dip into a few pre-1950 coins. Okay, usually with these Monday market reports, I like to focus on coins that are dated 1950 and up. In this particular case, we have a 1948. That's a really nice, pleasing example. This one is a PCGS Mint State 67 red, and this one sold for $1,490.62. Really nice coin here. So the next coin that we have is going to be a steel cent. It's a 1943S. These are known to be well struck, and they're known to grade really high. This one is a PCGS Mint State 68. It is also CAC certified, and this one, as always, a very popular pick for collectors and investors alike. Sold for $2,319.75. An absolute exquisite example, very clean, hardly a thing wrong with it. So we have a few Jefferson nickels I wanted to talk about, and the first one that we have here is going to be a 1962. Again, a perennial tough date because of how bad the quality of the quality control is of these coins and the dies during its time of production. Is an NGC graded Mint State 67 with 5 full steps, so not completely all the way hammered as far as the strike is concerned. This coin is a nice, pleasing example for a registry set, and it's sold for $1,406.25. So the next example that we have here is going to be a 1958 Jefferson nickel, one in which also is a 5 full stepper by NGC. This one, however, is a grade point lower at a mint state 66, and this one sold for $1,040.62. So these two coins, again, if you're going to grade out through NGC, the possibility exists that you will get a 5 full steps as opposed to a full 6 steps, which is what PCGS goes by when determining the criteria of a really strong strike on a nickel. And it will affect the price on what you do receive for these coins. Sometimes you really just can't do anything about it. The 1958 is no beauty, okay? It's not going to win a bunch of awards or anything like that. It's got a few planchet marks and nicks on the reverse on those steps, which kind of detract from the overall coin and the appeal of what a full steps coin is. But anyways, this is a coin that sold just a shade over $1,000. The final nickel that I want to talk about is not just any nickel, but it is a really rare proof. Not only that, it's an NGC Proof 68 Plus, and it is also an Ultra Cameo specimen. This particular example that you see here is really difficult to find with the full cameo contrast, and the frosting is really bright and really crisp. I think it shows a lot better on the reverse of the coin than it does on the obverse. Okay, you see some voids in the breaks of Jefferson's bust on there, but on the reverse it's really decadent. It's a really nice coin. This one sold for $8,156.25, and this is all the money. Okay, this is what you would expect for a coin of this caliber to finish out throughout an auction at the end of the day. All right, so I'm going to throw you guys a little bit of a surprise, and I'm going to throw a coin in that I really enjoyed looking at throughout this past week, and I wanted to share it with you as well. And it's going to be this 1916 Mercury dime. Okay, very rarely do I get the opportunity to talk about older coins because sometimes it just doesn't appeal or identify to a lot of the current age of collectors. But this is straight up pure true blue Americana. Okay, when it comes to old coins, the Mercury dime by far in a way is one of the most recognizable status symbols of numismatics. This example, with the toning and just the high grade and everything all mashed in together, really makes this coin a statement piece in any collection. It is a PCGS Mint State 68 with full bands, okay, which is really easy to get on a 1916. These things are struck really well. It is also CAC certified. Of course, the toning just really, speaks for itself. And this example sold for $9,286.88. Really nice coin right here, guys. The next one that we have here is a quarter. So we're getting into a few quarters. It's a 1956D. This one is an NGC Mint State 67 Plus, a nice lofty high grade. The toning is what makes this one very original and very desirable as a coin on itself. It is a common date, especially in the higher grades. This one sold for $1,138.50. The next quarter that we have represented on the list is going to be this 1951D, a nice earlier date in terms of the modern era of coins. This quarter graded PCGS Mint State 67 Plus, another plus grade coin. Again, a little bit easier to find with the Denver Mints. Okay, they are known for better quality. This one sold for $2,306.25. A really nice, healthy amount of money for a coin of this appearance. Okay, it's a nice original looking coin. We do have one particular Franklin half dollar. It's the only half dollar I have on the list, unfortunately. There just wasn't much in this week's market for half dollars, but this example right here is a really nice, modest PCGS Mint State 67 with full bell lines. It's a tougher date for full bell lines and that stronger strike. This 1957 Franklin sold for $1,350. proof positive that Franklin half dollar still has a really huge collector base, and there's a lot of people that's opening up their wallets for premium examples like this. So we're going to come across the last 3 coins on the list for this Monday market report, and it's really spicy, it's really splashy, it's different. The first one that we have here is going to be this 2000p Sacagawea dollar. It's not just any one. It's going to be one of those infamous Cheerios varieties where it has the engraved reverse tail feathers. This is also known to be the FS902 variety through the Cherry Picker's Guide. This one is not the highest grade. It's a PCGS Mint State 67, and it's sold for $4,979.25. A coin that has kind of declined year over year in value, while not plummeting all the way. You know, there are some examples that are out there that are, you know, flooding the market, okay, specifically in the Mint State 67 grade kind of realm. 68 is where you really want to be on this coin for it to be worth still closer to that $10,000 level. The next dollar that we have here is going to be this 1979p. It's a Philadelphia coin. Susan B. Anthony dollar. This is the wide rim type. It is also FS101, and this one is a PCGS Mint State 66 example that's sold for $1,028.25. So it's a nice example of a coin in which has a little bit tougher variety, but one in which is pleasing to a registry set participant. And finally, the coin that's kind of going to set the world on fire is going to be not a coin, but a silver bullion piece, and it's a 2000 American Silver Eagle coin that is from the Millennium set. I don't know if you guys have ever seen or remembered the Millennium set when it was released 19 years ago. But this coin right here is a PCGS Mint State 70. Get this, it's a Pop 5. There are only 5 examples in existence at this grade level from the Millennium set. And it's sold, get this, a bullion silver coin sold for $10,968.75. And we're going to close it out with a final image of what the Millennium set looked like. Maybe some of you have seen this before, but apparently the Silver Eagle coin that comes accompanied with the Sacagawea dollar doesn't grade too well, which is why this is a very prohibitively expensive coin in perfect grade. It's crazy. But there you go. That is the Monday market report for the week ending September 8th with my dog squeaking in the background. Hopefully you guys got everything you need to out of this video, but it was kind of bonkers and crazy, and it's just indicative of where the market is going. Keep in mind, be careful when you're investing in some of these higher graded modern nickels and pennies. Okay, the more examples that flood the market at certain grade levels, especially the top ones, it's really going to take a beating on the overall value at that level. Okay, so I want to thank you guys for joining in. As always, like, share, subscribe, hit the bell for instant notifications, and again, I want you guys to have fun collecting coins. It's a lot of fun to be a part of it. You guys take care, and I'll see you next time.